March 15th, 2014 was one of the worst days I've ever encountered, and it was a huge personal experience for me. We're on the way to what a place is called a mud bog. It's where you ride four-wheelers, dirt bikes, big trucks, they gather mud, you hang out, you can cook. Well, it was me, Tori, Casey, Andrew, Chris, Hunter, and Morgan. And we're on the way to the mud bog, and we have a friend named Joseph. Well, Joseph was supposed to go up there with us, but that day he was off, so he decided to go up there by himself. Well, we packed in with two cars, and all of us, other than Joseph, was on the way to the mud bog. We arrived at the mud bog, and we were in a huge line. And where the mud bog is, a lot of people do not come down this road. It's kind of a road that people just don't go on. It's out of the way. And there was a long line of people. Well, we were trying to figure out what was happening, and sometimes alcohol is involved with the people out there at the mud bog, and we honestly thought that it was somebody who had been drunk and fell in a ditch. But the weird thing about it was there was a gate, and that's where he was, and the mud bog was inside, or the mud bog was to the left-hand side, and the guy was in the road to the right. And we're trying to figure out who it was, and then we figured out it was Joseph, and he's always known for riding dirt bikes, having a good time, doing wheelies. Well, he was upside down in a ditch, face down, and there was blood everywhere, and it was a freak accident. We just didn't know what to think. We were freaking out. The people there didn't even call the ambulance. We were there for 15 minutes and nobody had still called the ambulance. We finally did, and it took the ambulance 15 minutes. You know, we thought he would be okay and everything was going to be just fine. Well, all of us friends, we decided to go to the hospital. Well, they told us that he would be airlifted to Chapel Hill, which is very serious when somebody's airlifted. Then they changed their minds and they took him to the hospital in South Carolina, which where the mud bog is. They stopped 3 times. We weren't sure what was going on. We were having a hard time. We were trying to figure out what was going on. Well, we got to the hospital, our friends, and quite a few other close friends that were Joseph's, and we called his mom, told her what was going on, and nobody thought that he would have died. Well, his family took 2 hours to get there and had to stop and get gas and do all kinds of stuff because we honestly thought that Joseph was just uncautious and that he would have a broke leg or broke arm. Well, when his family arrived to the hospital, they weren't even in there 2 minutes, and they pronounced him dead. He was brain dead, and it was a very tragic moment. I was very heartbroken. I've never lost a friend at such a young age. You never think that something like that would happen to you. It always happens to good people. And over the past year and a half, we have gotten really close to Joseph's family. And when we go over to his house, all we talk about is Joseph because we always want to keep him in our hearts, and that was a personal experience for me, and I hope I never have to experience that again.